Hey guys, this is me. I'm gonna do a review of Halloween 3D. How about that? My review of The Lords of Salem. Um, yep. I just I just went to go see it, and it was a really crazy, bizarre movie. Um, Maybe I should eat in this video to maybe, do something different. I don't usually do movie reviews, um, so why not today? Um, just I remember when I went to go into the theater and to see the movie. Um, I was not the only person. It was just this me and this other person that was sitting really below and was like, and I was sitting farther back because I have glasses now. I can, sit back and sit far away and and see the whole screen in a nice view. But originally when I didn't have glasses, I would always have to like go up to the very front of the of the theater, the stadium room, and I have to go sit up at the very front and go like this because I couldn't see it. So now I can sit farther back. But anyway. When the movie started, maybe I'll give a little bit of spoilers here. But the movie starts off with like these witches and devil worshippers, and all these women get naked, and I'm like, wow, because with movies today, you don't see a lot of naked women, you don't see a lot of boobs and and stuff like that, and so it was really cool to see, you know that. I mean, it was very interesting, and it was very visual. A lot of good cinematic shots that Rob Zombie does. Now I've been a Rob Zombie fan since Halloween, um, because I love the Halloween series, and he remade them with his own vision, and I love his sequel to to his reboot. Um, and Lords of Salem definitely feels a lot like Halloween too, which is what I like. I like that style of Rob Zombie, the very, the dark, um, you know, uh, very out of their bizarre stuff. Because that's his flavor of his directing flavor. Um, but like that really is that's his style. And I mean, I seen his previous films, and I think he's a good director. I think he gets a lot of I think he gets bashed on a lot through the YouTube comments. Oh, this looks stupid. Rob Zombie makes these dumb movies and always has his wife in every single one of them, and I think they're all good, and I've always enjoyed them. Um, I mean, he's great at horror, I think. But I know that he's going into other stuff, which is pretty cool. Um, but but I thought this was very intense, very dark, and bizarre movie, and that's what I was expecting. That's what I was wanting to go see. I wanted to go see, a movie by Rob Zombie that was very bizarre, and so when I went there and I saw it, I was like, all right, this is not as bad, and then there's these flashbacks, and then things get more intense. Like this witch is like licking this baby, and then she spits on it, and I'm like, this is really weird. um and then like these three witches at this house where Sherry Moon Zombie is living at, and I mean, it was just all crazy. And but I think once they got to the final like final the final act of the film when it was like in this whole theater and there's all these this weird shit going on and the devil's child, whatever that was. I mean, it was a very weird ending, and I mean, I didn't know it was gonna end like that. I mean, I was like, what? And then you hear like the radio going on or like the news, when the credits are going on, like this is different. Um, but it's cool. I like it. But I mean, obviously this movie's gonna fail at the box office this weekend. I mean, from what I've seen, I mean, it was just me and this other guy in the theater. I mean, there's nobody else. I mean, I promise, I'm sure there was nobody. Which I think I enjoy that. I like going to the movies where there's like nobody there, and it's like it's like it's your own your own world, and you get to sit and just enjoy the movie. There's nobody talking, there's nobody bothering you. You get to just sit and really focus on the movie. So this is definitely one of my favorite experiences in the movie. In the movies, is this Rob Zombie's best movie? Um, I have to say no because I really love Halloween 2. I really love that movie because it's Michael Myers and and all that great stuff. Um, but I think this would have to be my second favorite movie from him. I mean, because I mean this was a different um, movie from him because there was a lot of suspense in this movie. And his other films didn't necessarily have a lot of suspense. It was just a lot of horror. And what I also did like about this movie is it didn't have so much f bombs in the movie as his other films, um, and that was really good. I mean, I could probably tell that he probably saw complaints from people about that, and he probably cut that down. But I mean, it wasn't even necessarily necessary. But I mean, it seems like these kind of characters would be the characters that would swear a lot, but they didn't, and so and I liked the way he shot it. It was shot very well. I never got like dizzy, like the Devil's Rejects, where it was all like shaky cam, and you're just like But it was nice shots, that were very cinematic, and I mean, it definitely, I mean, it was very visual, but it was good. I really liked it. I mean, seeing the cast from his previous films, were always is always great to see that, and you know, it was cool to see them in different kind of roles, and I enjoyed it. It was very bizarre movie and very out of there, but I was sucked in the whole time. I never was like, this is boring. I mean, I always thought it was very interesting. Just the tone of the movie, it was very good. And you know, hopefully Rob Zombie can make another good horror film in the future. Because I mean I really like his style, but it seems like to me horror is dying, and what can you do? Uh, but this was a good I think it deserves to be called more of a thriller than a horror film, because I mean it was definitely a roller coaster ride visually, than anything, because it wasn't any slasherish. It wasn't. I mean, it was just like it was a lot of build up, a lot of suspense, and it was the gore and the whatever any kind of kills were, they were done very suspensefully, and it was just more of a thriller, I think, than a horror film, but it had a lot of horror elements. So, but I thought it was good. Too bad that it won't make a lot of money. It'll be forever an underrated classic horror film, or a classic thriller, and I definitely will get it on Blu-ray once it comes out. So, all right, hope you enjoyed my review, guys, for the Lords of Salem, and have a good day. All right, peace.